Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Definitive Yo-Yo. And the theme of this yo-yo review is coffee and donuts. Today we have in-house the latest from Mr. Jake Bullock. This is the Dunk Rebound, the fourth iteration of this particular yo-yo, with a couple of standout features that we'll examine as we progress. I know my reviews have been a little vague in the past, but for this one we're going to examine 5 categories: confidence, features, design, comfort, and play. Before we get into that, however, there's an interesting way we arrive at our yo-yo. See, Mr. Bullock is not the traditional thrower. He does the tortured artist thing with pieces commissioned and curated over at his website. And I think his art informs his yo-yo. Now, I still hold that yo-yo is therapeutic and attracts those living on the fringes of society. The outliers, the creeps, the black sheep, the rogues, and the denizens. Now, I may not commit mass murder, but I will learn, however humbly, to try and do a horizontal banana turnover. These are my first steps and they are meager, so let's move on. Progress has to start somewhere, doesn't it? Now let's press on. So why confidence? Well, this is a tough little ombre. Its shape and composition contributes an added layer of protection against dings, scratches, and a stripped axle. Something that we can feel pretty confident about. Its shape is not traditionally organic, which lends itself to better performance being wider and easier to catch. There's an added feature of a small bearing, and we're going to see how that factors into its play a little later. Odd, but not off-putting, it's actually one of the most unique yo-yos out there. Its shape, combined with that laser-etched ring, make it very visible on a stage, whether performing or in a contest setting. In times past, constructing a yo-yo out of 7075 aluminum limited your anode and color options, but that has been conquered because there are a lot of options with regard to this yo-yo. And we've seen that across all of the Dunk iterations, including the Slim, the Slam, and now our Dunk Rebound. A lot of color options. So let's run through it, shall we? Daddy likes the brown. Let's just go for that. There's also a great hand feel with this yo-yo. It's like one of the most comfortable yo-yos in hand. It actually reminded me, as far as performance is concerned, of the Bastet from a little while ago. A different type of performance, organic, but this one hits a little differently, as I mentioned before. As the sign says, that D-size bearing does drive spin a little harder. Combined with its smaller diameter, you have a pretty compelling piece of hardware here. Also, there's a couple of soft cuts leading down to a nice wide catch zone. Very nice overall. This is unlike anything else going on right now. And I like it. I like it a lot. Jumping ahead just a tick, this thing is both comfortable in the hand and on the catch. Very nice. Before we further pigeonhole this yo-yo into a category, let's check the stats. There is some price fluctuation across different websites. It's cheapest at Jake's, so check there first. I do see why this thing is so popular. It's a joy to play with. That smaller diameter combined with a wider catch zone makes for a compelling and satisfying throw. And although the diameter is a little bit smaller, you only notice it when comparing it to other yo-yos. And it seems I'm not the only one that likes this yo-yo. Check it out. That's pretty dazzling in its own right. But in a little while, a titanium version of the dunk will soon drop. So, keep your eyes and your wallets open for this hot little number. Okay, one more time for emphasis. This thing hits different. It's amazing for 5A and horizontal, which shouldn't be a surprise because that's Jake's main go-to for playing. But check these out. Somebody polished some up, and those look amazing as well. So what has been my experience with this yo-yo? Well, this is pretty chill. I want to say vagabond, but more accurately, this is more of a Bohemian style yo-yo. I find that in the hobby there's really two kinds of players. Those focused on competition and those that are just chilling. And this yo-yo lends more to the chilling side of things, where quite a few of the players that own and play this usually do it with a counterweight for a 5A. Don't want to give the wrong impression. This yo-yo is great for accuracy. These tricks that I'm doing, I was able to do them in one take accurately and pretty clean with this yo-yo because of its wider catch zone. And I don't usually have that experience, so I'm pretty impressed with the performance of this thing. And I think you will be too. So that's the review. But check out what we get into for next time. I know there's weeks between my videos, but I do work hard behind the scenes. Check out what I'm going to get into. And we got to see what this guy and this guy have in common. It may not make sense at this point, but in the weeks to come, all of these images will come clear for you. Stick around, subscribe, and all that so you can make sense of it all. Okay, this has been a Dunk Rebound Yo-Yo review, and I'm Simply Mike. Thank you for waiting, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.